Alright guys, I'm doing a video right now on nighttime navigation, how to do it safer and with more confidence, and not just safer for you and your people on your boat, but people around you. And part of that is, finding the right handheld light. And I wanted to do this part of the video now because there's going to be a one-day flash sale on this where you can get this light for something like 40% off. So I wanted to put this part up now so you guys can take advantage of that. I have used every flashlight in the world, it seems. I collect flashlights. It's kind of, I don't know why, I just love flashlights. And I found this company, I don't know, about 6 or 8 months ago, Olight. And by far the best, absolute best flashlights I've ever used, considering price and everything, by far, okay? I reached out to them and I asked them, I said, I need a light that has a very tight pattern because I don't want it to be very, wide where it lights up the deck on my feet and kills my night vision. So they sent me this one to try. I've had it about a week now, and I had it on the boat for 4 different nights, and this is the light, okay? I've narrowed it down. This is the one. Perfect. Perfect light for navigating at night, backwaters, smaller boats, lakes. You can see how nice they have it packed up here. A magnetic box. A lot of great features on this light. Let's go ahead and take the stuff out here so I can show you how it's all packed up. You have your charger and lanyard here. Light comes with a really nice holster here. Really nice. You can hang it on a clip. You can put it on your belt. This is the camo version. They have camo in black. This camo is pretty bad, I gotta tell you. Starting right away on some of the features, this dual clip works 2 directions. I love this because you can snap it on your brim of your hat and use it as a night, a headlamp if you need to. Has a tail switch and a front switch. Really cool. Really nice light. Impact resistant, waterproof. It's got a bezel on the front here that can break glass if you need to, which is a really very tough light. There's some specific features to look for in a great navigational, handheld light. Most importantly, you need to have a bright, tight beam. It cannot be a wide beam. It has to be as tight as possible so it throws the light away from your boat and does not light up everything around you, killing your night vision. It only takes a little bit of light to hit that white deck of your boat and it kills your night vision. You have to wait a few minutes for it to come back. So it's got to have that tight beam that throws it far away. This light has a high lumen count, 1800 lumens, and that's legit. Okay, that is a very bright light for something this small, especially. And an even higher candela count, 22,400. Now, the higher your candela count is, it means it has higher intensity. The higher the intensity usually means the narrowest beams, and that's what we're looking for. So I have some lights like this one here. This is a great, everyday carry light. This is actually 2,000 lumens, but it's a very wide cone. It's a great, a little floodlight, but it's not good at all for navigating. You can see how wide that is. Now, compare it to this. Look how tight. Let me see if I can separate them. Can you see the difference in that? Really big difference. Okay, great light, but it's it's more of an everyday kind of light up the whole area, getting stuff in and out of the trunk kind of light. Now this light is just loaded with features. Some of the ones I like are the way it charges, basically. Most of the lights out there will have some kind of charging port that you have to plug in, and that's always a weak spot. Water will always find its way into something like that. For this to charge it, that's all you got to do. Magnetic, it'll always find its way home. You can hang it if you want to charge it. You can mount it on something flat and charge it, or you can just do what I do and I just slap it to it, basically. Love that. There's no port to let water infiltrate. I love the tail switch. The way this tail switch works is you have to push it pretty far, so it's a pretty stiff switch. It's not going to come on accidentally. You have to push it quite a ways down. 3/4 of the way down, it goes on medium. The rest of the way, it's full blast. That's called turbo. When you back it off, it's momentary. If you hit it quick, it just stays on. You could set this for strobe, for SOS beacon. Awesome. And the button in the front here, turn the light on, hold it down, and it goes through all the levels. Wherever you let go of it, that's where it will remember, and that's where it will be when you turn it on next. Unless it's on high. When you leave it on high, after like an hour or so, it'll drop it back to medium. If you double tap, it goes to the brightest setting. I mean, that is just crazy bright. 1800 lumens. And what happens is after 4.5 minutes, it'll start to slowly reduce the power so it doesn't overheat on you and increase your battery life. The funny thing is, I put this on a timer and I watched it with it on full blast on turbo, and I swear I could not tell when it was reducing. I think it's because your eyes adjust to it, but even after like 20 minutes, I couldn't tell if it reduced at all. I really like the way it does that to keep the heat down, and it saves the battery life. The battery life is absolutely insane on this. I'll tell you about that in a second. The tail switch is very important for navigating on the water because you want to hold this light high above your head. So it's above your head and none of the beam is in your sight line, So you want to hold it over your head, go ahead and tap it down and hold it over your head like that. And you have the thumb switch if you're using it for something like camping or, hunting. You have a switch here in the front. Another great use for the magnetic tail cap, if you're working on something, on the car or the boat, whatever, it'll go ahead and stick to what you need to. It can, lid on your trunk. Love the magnetic backing. Most of the lights have it. I mean, pretty strong magnets too. Even the little ones. I mean, great. Really love that feature. Now, this is the M2 Pro Warrior. This is the newest version. The last version was a great light too. This thing here, everything is almost been doubled. The candela is pretty much double. The run times are almost double in every setting, and the charge time is 100% faster. The charge here will do 1 amps, 1.5, or up to 2 amps, depending on the source you're using, which means it charges very quickly. The battery that's in here is not just a stock battery. This is a customized battery built solely for this light. It's customized, it's meant just for this light, for the fastest charging and the longest run time, the longest peak power. They really have a lot of pride in what they do over there. They really go into this light and make sure everything is as perfect as it can be. There's a charge indicator here, lets you know how much battery life you have. At full, it'll have a green light. It'll change to orange, then to red, and then it'll blink red to let you know when it's getting very low. There's 6 levels of brightness. There's a strobe and an SOS beacon. I can't tell you how important it is to have an SOS beacon and a strobe. A lot of people don't realize, well, I'll never need that. I have seen boats, or I've heard boats on my radio going down, okay? And I've heard the Coast Guard getting to them, and it's a nightmare to listen to. And, we don't have the stuff to find them out there, and sometimes we're 10, 12 miles away. We can only listen. We'll head off in that general direction if we can assist, but most of the times you're just dead in the water listening. And almost every time you'll hear the Coast Guard saying, do you have a light? Can you flash a light at us? Flash a light at our direction. Just keep flashing the light, keep flashing the light. Even with all the technology they have, it's the first thing they ask for, and they ask for it a lot. Flash the light. You can just set it for strobe, or you can set it for your SOS beacon. Just go ahead and put it on the deck, or just have one person aim it at the direction they're coming. Very important to have for a navigational light on a boat. Another thing with the magnetic switch here on the end, if you have a weapon you like to attach this to, or a vehicle like a 4-wheeler or a mountain bike, you have this pressure switch here. It just works with the magnet again, very strong. And you see this pressure switch here, you can attach it. It comes with straps to attach it. You go momentary on, hit it quick, it stays on. Hold it down, it stays on. Cool options with this. They have a bracket here to attach it to a weapon if you'd like. They have a little package deal going on too if you want to get all this for your tactical uses, I won't be using it for that. I'm using it on my boat, but it's really cool to know that you can get a light like this, and it's good for all around stuff. Anything from home protection, the camping, police, military, security, and everyday carry. It's really a great light for pretty much everything. I really, really love this light. And it has, like I said, it has to have that bright, super tight beam, or I can't bring it on my boat. You kill your night vision even for a few seconds, you can kill everyone in your boat. Your night vision is so important. I'd rather go with no light at all and just take it nice and slow than to have a light that just blasts my eyes and kills my night vision. That's why I just love, love, love this light. So your settings are, you have turbo, which is the highest setting. And if you double tap it, it automatically goes to your highest setting. And that's your brightest right there. And you have two mediums, a low, a moonlight, a high, and your turbo. Now, because of the high candela rating and the very tight pattern, this light's effective up to almost 1,000 feet. This little light shines up to 1,000 feet effectively. It goes further than that, of course, but effectively up to 1,000 feet. That is just crazy. Like that's almost double what the one before it was, the model before. Not quite double, I think, but quite a bit further than the model before. It's amazing how take that light that was so incredible and jack those numbers up in almost every aspect of this light. Okay, run times. If you set it to turbo, which is the 1800 lumens, and after about 5 minutes or so, 4.5 minutes, it starts to reduce very slowly down. Even in turbo, if you left it on, you get 3 hours and 25 minutes run time without having to change the battery. If you put it in medium, 40 hours. You can run it in medium. Set on the lowest setting, it could run for 50 days. That's awesome. Okay, well, I have only had this light in my possession for just around a week. I had it for 4 nights on the boat, and of course it worked flawlessly. I haven't used it for longer than that, but I have used their other models I've had these for over 6 months, maybe 8 or 9 months, I'm not sure, and these have been absolutely perfect in every situation. They've never failed, never had so much as a glitch. So I feel very confident in recommending this light. Be sure to look out for the video, the complete video on nighttime navigation. I know it's going to help a lot of people and possibly save some lives, so look out for that. I'm going to go ahead myself. Now, these lights, like I said, I paid full price for these. They were kind enough to send me this one because I was asking for a light with the very specific needs that I needed for navigation. But I'm going to go on there for the sale. There's a sale going on today. It's for 1 day. It's 40% off. I don't know when you're going to see a deal like that because this price on this light is already pretty low. I think it's only like around $100 or something like that, a little over $100. I'm not sure exactly, maybe $115, and there's 40% off of that. Crazy. I'm going to go ahead and buy about 5 or 6 of these probably for Christmas. One in each of my son's cars, one in my wife's cars. Get one for my mom. Maybe keep one in my truck and in the boat, because you're not going to find something better than this for sure. And anyone who looks for a good flashlight or even has a remote knowledge of flashlights, it's going to blow their mind. They're going to love it. It's going to be their best Christmas present, I'm sure. So go ahead and order a few of these. I don't make a penny off of it. I'm just doing it to help you guys get the right light. I try to do that as much as I can. I get offers for to get a cut of this and that, and I'd rather not. I'd rather just have the price as low as possible for you guys to have it. I love sharing any knowledge that I have accrued, because I'm out there every day. I'm out, and a lot of people aren't out there every day, and I've been doing it for so long that I have a lot of cool little tricks and things that I've picked up that I'd like to share. Again, check back for that video on nighttime navigation. I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Stay safe on the water. Leave a few for me. Love you guys. Mean it. Alright guys, I'm out here. I want to show you the difference in the beam patterns. This is the Baton Pro. This is 2000 lumens. Actually, it has 200 more lumens than the Warrior. But because it has that wide, very wide pattern, it's really not good for navigating. You can see up in the trees how wide it is. It kind of lights up the entire trees, the entire area. Now that gate is 350 feet away. Let's see, I don't know if you can see it, but see how the entire area is lit up, but it's not really lighting up the gate. And this is 2000 lumens. Now we go to the Warrior, which is the 1800 lumens, and you're going to see a big difference. Look at that. See how lit up that gate is? And when you look in the trees, you can see it's a very tight spot. See how important that high candela count is and the very intense tight beam. I'm going to have some good on-water footage coming up when I complete the video on navigating at night. Make sure you guys check it out.